Hello, fuckos. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode 16 of the Chris Hunter Comedy Podcast with me, Chris Hunter. Hello, how are you doing? Have you had a nice week? I've had a good week, I think. You know, it's been alright so far. I mean, I can't complain because it's lovely. It's that lovely period of the year where it's Easter. So, we have a sexy 4-day week, then a sexier 4-day weekend, and then yet another, oh, what's this? Yep, that's another sexy 4-day week. So it's a good time to be a slacker. I got myself Rainbow Six Siege the other day on the PC. That is a fun game. That came out 3 years ago, but every year they've been improving it, and apparently it released at like a weird time, where it didn't really do well, and then they sort of realised this game's not great, let's fix it. So they just fixed it on the fly. Boof. Awesome game. So rather than saving stuff for like a sequel or whatever, they went, you know what, I'm going to make this particular game have like a 10-year lifespan. So that's what they're doing. I think they've got at least a 5-year plan for it, but then they're going to go further. But it's bloody fun. Oh, it's bloody fun. If you've got it, give me a call. We'll have a play together. We'll have a tickle down there. So yeah, spring. It's officially spring now. The clocks went forwards, which means it's now spring. But you wouldn't know it because it's still pissing down. But it's weird. It's like the daffodils were listening, because we was driving on the motorway. One day, nothing. Next day, yellow. Just fields. Fields and rivers of yellow. It's mental. I don't get how they work. And plus, they last about a week and then die. It's like fucking Sakura. So yeah, it's spring now. Sadly, my body is still not beach body ready. But one day I'll have that ripping 8-pack. Know what I'm saying? I've been trying to work on some new comedy stuff for the upcoming gigs that I've got. And I have about 1 minute of musical comedy so far, which I might use, I might not. I don't know. I'm just playing about at the moment, really. Honestly, I'm a little bit nervous about this next gig. I feel a bit anxious these days because I've not done it for ages, so let's see what happens. I'm sure it'll be fine either way. They won't care. Plus, worst case scenario, I can run home from there. It's not very far. What else did I do? I went to watch Pacific Rim 2. Oh, Pacific Rim Uprising. I watched it in 4DX, which is those... You know what I watched Black Panther in that I said about last time, where you sit in rows of 4, like chunks of 4, and the whole 4 chunk moves, and you get water sprayed in your face and air shoots from behind your head, and you get punched in the back by the seat. It's really, really cool. And yeah, I highly recommend watching Pacific Rim like that, because those robots and things are so big. The robots and the monsters. And so every single footstep they have is like boom, boom, and your whole chair wobbles and rocks to it and vibrates, and it feels so much bigger. It's really, really cool. I recommend that, definitely. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. I think it's only Tuesday, so it's a short one so far, but you know what, I'm having one of those weird moments where for some reason out of nowhere I'm feeling anxious just in general, you know, kind of like an onset of an anxiety attack, but not quite there yet. So I'm having a weird week, not gonna lie. But that's okay, we'll have a chitty chat. Everything is fine if you just chitty chat about it. Now, I hope you like the advertisements that we had last week. With our very first sponsor, the lovely Dr. Swirly. So we have another one this week. So, ladies and gentlemen, I shall return momentarily after a word from our sponsors. Are you tired of your children constantly badgering you to get them the perfect Easter egg? Well, look no further. Your prayers have been answered. Simply call Terry, Family Removal Specialist, and he will make sure that you never have to speak to those kids again. Easter, silence. Christmas, silence. New Year's, sweet, sweet silence. Call now and remove the tinnitus that is your children from your life today. Terry won't let you down. And a huge thank you there to Terry for sponsoring this episode. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you very much. Now, remember last week I said that my Twitch channel, we reached 50 followers, which means that we are now Twitch affiliates, which means that people can subscribe and they can have perks and things like special emoticons and whatnot. Well, I said stupidly that if I was still playing Dark Souls 3 on the stream and we hit 50 followers, I would play Blind Souls. Now, what I meant by that was that I wear like a knitted helmet thing when I am playing. So what I meant by Blind Souls is that I would pull the visor down on it and have to do the boss fights with next to no vision. Well, I did this, and Charlie thought it'd be a good idea to, rather than just do it blind, I had to do it blind with forfeits. So, we created the Wheel of Misfortune. And what this wheel had on it was a list of things you don't want to eat. Well, some of it wasn't too bad, to be fair, but it went from things as nice as, you know, have some tang fastics, because I don't like tangy sweets, all the way to eating raw garlic or extra hot sauce, raw onion. My God, the thing kept landing on raw onion. So I'm there, eating this bloody thing like a freaking apple, and it was so gross, and my mouth was on fire. Because I ate loads of that, and then the raw garlic. My God, right, guys, I did not know that raw garlic burns like a motherfucker. I mean, oh my God, I put the whole pod in. And when you bite it, it kind of just crumbles and like into little bits, like about the size of, you know, coffee grinds kind of thing. And every single one of them pieces is like it's on fire. And it was so hot, and it made me feel so sick. But we just, you know, we struggled through. We got through it. I didn't beat the boss, but you know what? Those 2 hours, I don't remember the last time I stopped a stream bang on 11 o'clock, but I was not going any further with that shit. But it was good. If you wanted to watch it, you can go to twitch.tv/RPGtube, and you can see it there. What is my computer doing? Oh, fuck you. Windows Update. Hide. Jesus Christ. This bloody thing. It's a piece of shite, this PC. Go away. I've said hide. I'm trying to do stuff. Alright. Hopefully you're still recording. Let's check. Yes. Yes, it was still recording. So, yeah, today in work, a friend of mine sent me a link to a podcast about environment art, which is a thing that I do. And that was so good to see. And my main man Josh Lynch was on it, who's kind of a hero of mine at the moment. He does what I do in work, and he is very good at it. I'm trying to learn a lot from him. Hopefully I am doing. And it's kind of cool to see like an environment art podcast out there. I haven't really seen many. I've seen game dev podcasts in the past, like Crunchcast. But this one I hadn't seen yet, so I'm glad I had a listen. It was only episode 2. They're in their infancy. Little baby. But I'm going to keep listening to them. Hopefully the quality improves as it goes along, because it was alright, but it was like, you know, a proper kind of Skype call kind of quality. But you know what? They all start somewhere, don't they? Oh, what else? What else have I done this week? Oh, a friend of mine who I used to work with, she put some work on ArtStation, which is kind of like the artist's Facebook, except it's more like sort of, it's like a showcase, but also you get some feedback and stuff. It's really, really handy. It's really useful. And she had some work on there, and it's really good to see. And it was also one of the recommended picks by the website, so that was cool. I hope to be there one day. Want to finish the scene that I'm doing at the moment. I'm going to put it on there. I want to see what people think. If they say, Chico, that's shite, I'll say, you know what, that's fine. That's fine, I agree. But screw you too, a little bit. Yeah, I've been a good egg. I've been keeping up, working on my personal scene. I'm trying to do it as much as I can anyway. But the good news is, when I get distracted at the moment, or when I get a bit bored or fed up, I can go and play Rainbow Six for a minute. You know, have a hot minute of fire on there, and then see how that gets on. Now, as I say, I am bricking it a little bit about these upcoming gigs that I've got, because I've not done it since, November, December, somewhere around there. And the gig that I'm doing, it's the Albion, so it's 10 minutes, and it's to a crowd that... Is this fucking recording? Yeah, it is. Jesus Christ, man, I swear to God, this freaking laptop tonight is doing my tits in. So it's going to be a short podcast, folks. But yeah, it's a crowd that is always there. So they've probably heard the stuff before, and they haven't seen me for a while, so hopefully they've forgot all of it. Because I can't do a whole new 10 minutes. I want to, but I just can't at the moment. I'm too distracted. I'm trying to improve as an artist, you know? And I can't spend all my time trying to think about the comedy stuff when I need to be thinking about my career. Because the comedy stuff I adore doing. It's not my main job, you know? I don't get any money from it whatsoever, so I need to focus on improving my professionalism in the workplace, which is what I'm doing, which is fine. Speaking of professionalism and comedians, the almighty Mr. Bill Burr is coming back to England, but sadly, I can't go. He's going to London. He's not doing Manchester this time, but when he's in London, it's going to be on his 50th birthday, and he's going to be playing in the fucking Royal Albert Hall. Did you hear me? Yeah, just have a little listen there. Royal Albert Hall, Bill Burr. That is amazing. For a comedian to play there already is awesome. But for Bill and his dick jokes, that is the best place in the world. Such grandeur surrounding his filth that'll be spewing from his putrid mouth. But you know what? It's going to be really good. And hopefully, I really hope he records it. That'd be so good. He won't do, but it'd be awesome if he did. Also, I've been trying to keep up with learning my Japanese. It's really hard. I've had a struggling week with that as well. You know, I've just been distracted this week, I think. I'll get back to it properly. I started, past couple of days, I've been making sure that I'm doing it in the morning. So that I am learning bits of Japanese. But you know what? We'll figure this out together, won't we, folks? And speaking of Japanese, this week's Japanese word of the week is... What is it? It's loading. It is... Natsukashi. Oh, that's right, I remember now. Natsukashi. Okay, so Natsukashi means the feeling of being reminded of the past. So it's like nostalgia. Ooh, Natsukashi. I remember that. That was nice. That was a good merge. But yeah, that's Japanese word of the week. So this week's recommendation, I recommend the Environment Artist Podcast. Like I said about it. It's on YouTube. It's on episode 2, so they're still fresh. Super fresh at it. And episode 2 features the almighty Josh Lynch, who is a badass. Check his stuff out on ArtStation as well. Remember, guys, if you've got any questions or want any advice on the podcast, ask away. I'll gladly help whoever I can. And if you want to ask me anything, you can do. I'm on Facebook at facebook.com/ChrisHunterComedy, or I am on Twitter, which is at ChrisHunterCom, which is short for comedy. And I'm also on Instagram these days. Just search Chris Hunter Comedy. Oh, and also, I put all the episodes so far of this podcast onto my YouTube channel, which, surprise, surprise, is Chris Hunter Comedy. So take a look, guys. Have a subscribe. Do what you want. I like you all. You're all pretty awesome. So if you want to rate and subscribe on iTunes, then feel free. If not, feel free. I don't care either way. I just like you. I hope you like me too. Anyway, thanks a lot, folks. I will see you all next week. Ciao, ciao for now.